Hello guys, I'm Spicy Bill. Welcome back to another action figure review. This is the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Marvel Avengers Infinity War Bucky and Tamashii Effect Impact. I don't know, I think they kind of messed up. Shouldn't it be Tamashii Impact Effect? Or whatever. Recommended for ages 15 and up. This figure is going for about $90 on eBay. Brand new. $90 ship. So I'm thinking anywhere between $85 to $90 and maybe $79 to $85 retail if you can find it in stores. I know the price is up quite a bit, but yeah, anyway, I decided to open up this figure to see what's going on because it's been taking a while for it to sell on eBay. Anything more than 2 days on something like this, I just feel kind of suspicious. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. The reason why I got this figure is to check out Bandai's Tamashii Nation's digital face print technology. Because I never seen one in person. Well, I seen a few in person, but I never owned one and reviewed it on the channel. I have a friend who had a Black Widow figure. That face print looks really, really good, surprisingly. I think I showed a showcase on it at Tatsu Hobby. I filmed it, but you know, it was still brand new in the box. So yeah, that actually looked really good. Surprisingly, I think that looked a lot better than the one from the Hot Toys. Well, Infinity War Black Widow. But the funny thing is, comparing two completely different products. One's an adult collectible figure, 1/6 scale collectible figure, and one is a high-end 1/12 scale action figure. So two completely different things, but you know, I think Bandai did a pretty good job nailing the likeness of the character, while Hot Toys kind of just dropped the ball on that department. But either way, two apples and oranges. But either way, I think they did a pretty good job with this guy. This does look like Sebastian Stan. Now, my only problem is, if you look really close, you can see like the fuzziness. Like, you can see like the digital printing. So that's that might be some issue for people, but this look pretty damn good. So anyway, the accessory is actually very sparse. It comes with this ridiculous thing they call the Tamashii Effect Impact. And I don't think this is like worth like even $10, to be honest with you. You can probably get one of those like Dragon Ball Figuarts effect parts, you know, these stuff for like $10. So yeah, I mean, and then you just maybe spray paint it matte with the matte coating or something, and you'll look just as good. So I mean, these things are like $5 to $10. So yeah, this one's a little bit more robust, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth the extra money for that. Yeah. I know this thing is designed for action figures, while these are designed for model kits, but you know, whatever. I'm pretty sure if a budget's concerned, people don't really care what they're using as effect parts for their figures, unless you know you have a lot of money. And if you have a lot of money, maybe you want to, check out something more high-end like Hot Toys. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. Here we have the back of the box. He only have this stupid impact effect, which I don't think is, I think they should just sell the figure as is with the accessories. So we have Bucky right here. We have the M249 and 2 facial expression and a couple of hand options. And obviously, this is distributed by Bluefin right here. Recommended for ages 15 and up. And I think that's it. That's the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. So we have two different face print here. You can see that. Well, faceplate, not face print. But yeah, they. I think this one looked more like Sebastian Stan than this one. Some weird reason. Even though I think they're both the exact same face scope. Yeah, I think they're the same face scope. It's just this one's like looking to the right, and this one's looking straight forward. That's weird. How come they use like the same faceplate? That's maybe this one should at least have an open mouth or something, or whatever. But anyway, the figure itself is actually pretty nice. Yeah, it's definitely a high quality figure, but high quality can only get you so far. They're asking for at least $75 for the figure itself. You know, I guess if you even if you subtract the effect part, the figure's still gonna be like over $65, $65 to $70. So I don't think that's actually worth it. I don't think it's really worth that much money. To be honest with you, I think I'll be happy to be paying like maybe $49.99 for a figure like this. That would be, you know, that would be perfect. Yeah, if I was, you know, serious about SH Figuarts, I think $50 would be the price I'm willing to pay. Just like, you know, $20 good for Marvel Legends, $50 would be good for SH Figuarts figure. It's definitely a lot better than what I think for Marvel Legends. Yeah, but you know, to be honest, I'm biased. I really hate Marvel Legends. I just think like Hasbro is super lazy with all their stuff. I mean, you have action figures that have the same face sculpt. Different character has the same face sculpt, just recolor. That's lazy. But the MCU stuff that Hasbro put out is pretty damn good. So I guess we'll see. Maybe somehow in the future the line would be blurred between SH Figuarts and Marvel Legends with the MCU stuff, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But anyway, yeah, like I said, this is a really good figure for $50, and for $70, you know, I'm gonna start nitpicking this figure because that's how much I pay, more than that, I think. So anyway, first off, you have the interchangeable faceplate. So you got the seam right here, which you can see. It's very obvious that you can see the seam. So I think the best way to do it is just to pop the head off. It can stand on its own, so that's good. So let's go ahead and pop the faceplate off. Obviously, the figure is still made in China, so you know, expect made in China QC related issues. You know, I have seen a lot of SH Figuarts with QC problems lately, and there's also a lot of bootlegs now because of, I guess, the price point. So people aren't really willing to pay like, you know, $70 for a figure. They're willing to pay like Marvel Legends prices for these kind of figures. So there's a lot of bootlegs on AliExpress. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Although, okay, the major problem here is that the color, the hair color doesn't match. Look at that. There's something weird going on. Look at this faceplate and the hair. Yeah, there's like a very different shade of brown on this particular faceplate versus this one. This is like more matte, kind of matte. Yeah, it's doesn't look proper. But anyway, let's see. You can pop this weapon off right here. There's the two peg holes if you remove this weapon. I don't know what the purpose of that is. It's kind of a weird choice to be putting this there. But anyway, we have interchangeable hands. Obviously, the ball peg right there. So with the SH figure, you always want to be a little bit careful. You want to slowly work the hand off the peg, and then you can attach the open hand. And once again, you want to be a little bit careful. Just want to push that in very. You just want to work it in there, and the arm looks really good. I mean, yeah, that's I definitely like this robotic arm. That looks really good. So anyway, we're not going to talk about articulations yet. We have a closed fist right here, and the closed fist, you can remove that, and we have another open hand. I'm going to slowly work onto the figure. That's pretty good. Okay, so for accessories, for more accessories, we got another one of these hands. This is to use in conjunction with the M249 Para version for paratroopers. And let's see, Let's get him to stand. Take a look at the M249. So yeah, this is pretty plain. There's no working. Yeah, not this is molded all in one piece. So the carrying handle can move. You can. I think I'm just jaded with the 1/6 scale accessories. You know, we have all these gimmicks, but on these 1/12 scale stuff, it's just one piece. Well, not exactly. You do have a removable magazine, which is nice. And this is like a 100 round magazine made by Surefire. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know. Surefire used to make tactical flashlights, but now I guess they want to make weapon accessories. Yeah. I used to be a collector of Surefire flashlights. I don't know why. It was a thing, tactical flashlights, but not so much anymore. I pretty much got out of that hobby very quickly. Yeah, because $300 flashlights, just a little bit too much. Yeah. Okay, and then let's go ahead and pop the hand in here, like so. And now he can hold on to his M249. And that's really nice. He doesn't have the trigger finger, doesn't cover the trigger, so he's practicing, you know, firearm safety. We don't always want to be... yeah, it's nice to be teaching people about firearm safety, especially in an action figure. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing off and grab the gripping hand here. Again, carefully, very carefully work the hand onto the ball peg. I think this is like the reason why I don't like SH Figuarts, because of these very I just don't like the way they handle like the ball joint system on the hands. And same with Robot Tamashii. It really doesn't work for me. I don't know if I'm like just nitpicking, but that system I don't like. Yeah, I think they could have come up with a better system, or maybe like do what Hot Toys does. You know, give you extra spares just in case, you know, something unfortunately happened. Yeah, you know, for a lot of people, I'm pretty sure it's like a common issue with these figures. So that definitely looks really good. Yeah, I definitely like that. Too bad. I already made up my mind about collecting a certain scale, so I am completely gonna skip out on this scale. So this is a very nice figure. Yeah, just not worth $70. It's a very nice figure for $50, but not $70. So anyway, I guess we can now talk about articulation. Let's get rid of the accessories, and let's go ahead and just leave this arm on here. I don't want to like be messing around with it too much. Okay, we got the toe joint here, which is pretty nice. That allows it to you know, go into a somewhat more dynamic poses, stuff like that. Yeah, he's got realistic human proportions, so don't expect anything to do anything ridiculous. I know the Black Widow figure, they made her more like they exaggerated her proportions a lot, but with the male figures, I think they trying to keep with the movie accuracy. So anyway, unfortunately he doesn't have a double joint knee, but he does have a single joint knee, and these can kind of move, although that joint on the back of the leg is very unsightly. Yeah, those are kind of remind me of Figma joints. Huh, that's very interesting. I don't know why they decided to not give him double jointed knees. But anyway, you can pull the leg down here, just like most SH Figuarts. This is a special feature. We have a thigh cut over here, so when you pull the leg down, the leg can kick forward. You can give people the boot, stuff like that. Should I elaborate more on the feet? Well, it looks like it has ankle rockers and it's got a hinge, so I think that's okay. Anyway, we got the waist articulation right there. I think that may be a ball joint, and then we also have the diaphragm joint right here. Can move side to side. Do a little bit of ab crunch. I don't really care about the articulation for these type of figures anyway, because I won't be putting them in dynamic poses. Although that's what you're supposed to do. So, okay then, I guess we'll see what he can do then. For something more dynamic, can he do a jump kick? Pull this down. Sort of. This is like my test of articulation. Like a character has to be able to, a figure has to be able to do like a flying kick. And it has to look good. Otherwise, I am not convinced that it's a proper action figure. Well, almost. If it had a double jointed knee, this would have been perfect. It could kind of pull off that flying Bruce Lee flying dragon kick. Or whatever that is. Yeah, okay, that's not too terrible. The articulation definitely is kind of lacking for the lower half, but for the arms, I think it's pretty good. We got the butterfly joint right here. The arm can go perpendicular, which is good. Can rotate 360. I believe it does have a double jointed elbow, however, it is kind of limited due to the fact that the bicep kind of hinders the articulation a little bit, so it's a little bit more than 90 degrees. Obviously, we got the ball joint hinge system for the hand. Yeah, I think Bandai really should give people spares, just in case. And not just with the SH figure, also with Robot Tamashii. Those are the ones who are constantly having issues. Okay, and the neck is obviously on a hinge. And then the head is on a ball joint, because I already popped it off. The ball joint is actually attached to the head itself, so it's a socket neck. But yeah, the paintwork is very nice. It's very clean. I don't really see any major flaws other than this faceplate. And the original faceplate, the hair color doesn't match. So you will see a difference in person. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but anyway, let's go back to let's get this figure back into the basic mode by removing this. And just pop back in here. Pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Tamashii effect part. So let's get this crap off my diver gear right there for my gunpla. And this is the effect part. I don't know. Basically what you can do is you can break this thing apart. It's very sturdy, but I don't know. I think the Figuarts effect part, it's probably more cost efficient than something like this. I mean, there is even one that are very similar to this one, for like fraction of the cost or something. Unless we're getting this for free. But I don't think this is a free accessory that comes with this figure. I'm pretty sure it adds value to the figure. So these parts can all be separated, and yeah, and then basically you just reconnect this thing. You want to reconnect it properly, right? And then get this piece back into center, like so, and then you. This looks like something more from like Dragon Ball or something, because, yeah. I don't know. It's cool, but I don't know. I wouldn't pay any extra money for this piece right here, to be honest with you. And that is pretty much it for this review. Let me know what you guys think. Should I get more of these MCU SH Figuarts figure? I guess if I want to get more, I'm gonna have to find some guy who's willing to sponsor these figures, just for me to review it, because $75, I could use some money toward Gunpla, and or maybe other hot toys. I mean, think about it, like $70, that's almost like half the price of a hot toy figure. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this review. Thanks for watching.